1, 2, 3. Hip hip hooray for our new governor. England's joy is MacDonald's big brother. I don't care for one or the other. In the pocket of America's mother. Our children are pregnant and drunk. Our fathers are useless scraps of junk. And Johnny Rotten, who sang of anarchy, is nothing but a sold out punk. England's bleeding now. England's bleeding now. England's bleeding everywhere. I can't find a plaster, and the blood runs faster. England's bleeding. Well, I'm not a patriot, no, I'm not a fool. I'm just a drunkard in a barroom brawl. I take the back door and I fall on my face, and then I throw up on England's pavements. Our children are pregnant and drunk. Our fathers are useless scraps of junk. And Johnny Rotten, who sang of anarchy, is nothing but a sold out punk. England's bleeding now. England's bleeding now. England's bleeding everywhere. I can't find a plaster, and the blood runs faster. England's bleeding. Here is the church and here is the steeple. God's been away and he's cleaned out the people. And nobody's praying and there's blood on the walls. Now leader put for sale signs on us all. Our children are pregnant and drunk. Our fathers are useless scraps of junk. And Johnny Rotten, who sang of anarchy, is nothing but a sold out punk. England's bleeding now. England's bleeding now. England's bleeding everywhere. I can't find a plaster, and the blood runs faster. England's bleeding. A time of greed, a timeless seed that grows in hearts of man, and hate lies deep in open wounds. Well, the album's called England's Bleeding, and the album, it isn't a concept album or anything, but I took the title of the album from a track that's on the album called England's Bleeding, which we played. And the album is a series of, 12 photographs of a young person growing up in England and just feeding off the social atmosphere that I see. So it really comes down to England's Bleeding, which is more of a photograph, more of a news report, you know. Yeah, the concept and the name comes from that, really. Well, the positive reviews has been wonderful. You know, more than you can expect. It's a lifetime's work gone into one album, and I've been writing it for many years and things. So, of course, it's brilliant that people are understanding it and enjoying it, because that's the reason why I make the music. So it's an absolute delight. They think that we're small,
that we don't care. But I can tell you
it's important to take negative criticism, sure, but at the same time, you can get a lot of people being negative, and you don't exactly understand their motives sometimes. They might not be right, and the best thing that you can do is just have self-belief and absolute vision in what you do. So listen to the negative advice, whatever, but don't detract from what you believe in. Well, I do have a band. I have a fiddle player and a cello player, but I was signed as a solo artist, and they've they've come in as my backing band. So yeah, I have thought about this quite often, but that's why I chose the name Robinson rather than calling myself Andy Robinson, so that it sounds more like a band name. If the album does really well and I get the chance to celebrate, then I think I'd take all my family and all my friends, in fact, I'll take some of my family and some of my friends, and we'll go to the Bahamas and drink lots of single malt Scotch whiskey, I think, and maybe do a bungee jump or something.
happiness should be caressed, not depressed by the sorrow.